Medicina kunai, medicina kunai, medicina kunai.
Hi, my name is Amanda, and I'm 27 years old, and I live in Copenhagen. I have a 3-year-old son, and he's almost 4. And I'm just finished with my studies, so I have a part-time job in a supermarket right now. My mother was drinking for many years, and especially in my teenage years, she drank a lot, and I think that had made me got a low self-esteem because I didn't understood the reasons why she was drinking, and maybe I thought it was because of what I did. Maybe I did something wrong. So I got very insecure and I didn't believe in myself. She tried to send me to a lot of psychologists. I think I've been to 4 or 5 different in my teenage years. But it had never helped me, also because she didn't solve her own problem. So what I was searching in boyfriends or some other people around me was always someone who could guide me or tell me what to do, so I didn't have to think about myself. They could do it for me. It was a good friend of mine, Danielle, who is also a part of the Spirit of Aya team, that came to me and said, "Oh, you have to try this. You have to try ayahuasca. I'm certain that it will help you with your issues." When I went to my first ayahuasca retreat, I got picked up by Daniel, and we drove down to the ferry where we met some of the other participants. It was very hard for me to know that now I have to see myself through the ayahuasca and see some parts that I maybe had forgotten or maybe didn't knew existed in me, and share it with some other people. But when we arrived to the house, Mirella and Jacob was very warming and welcoming me with hugs and smiles, and said that I should just feel like home and I could do whatever I want to, and come to them if I had any questions. And that warm welcoming helped me overcome a little bit of my fear of being with a lot of people that I knew I have had to expose some feelings in front of. Before the ceremony started, the team used a lot of time to explain how important it was to breathe deep and low and correctly, and to relax so that we could get easier through the journey with ayahuasca. And they also explained to us that they would be there if we needed them, and then we could just raise our hands if they should come over to us and help us with something. After we all have drank the first cup of ayahuasca, and we all just sat there and waiting for something to happen, and suddenly I had a need to lay down and close my eyes, and then all kind of patterns starting in front of me. I felt like I was being pulled down in a big black hole, and suddenly I saw my son on a merry-go-round, and he sat on a on a horse and was very happy and smiling, and I saw some other people who's also related to me and my son, and the merry-go-round was just spinning faster and faster, and I got this emotion of sadness and fear, fear that I was not doing a good enough job being a mother, and that feeling just got deeper and deeper, and I think, and I started to crying inside of me, and I thought that it was only in my head, but then Mirel came over and lay a hand on me just to get me a little back, and then I just could feel the room, and I was like, oh, I'm back, and I could feel that my pillow was all wet in tears, but as soon as she lifted her hand again, I was back in my own ceremony, and I was crying even louder and more intense, and then something just grabbed a part of me inside of me, and then it just became some beautiful flowers and colors that flew up in the air, and suddenly all my sadness and doubt was gone. After trying ayahuasca, I am a much happier person. I believe in myself much more than I used to. I have become a more independent woman who knows that I'm doing the right thing about me and my son, and that I can take care of us without so much help that I thought I needed before. And I'm being more loving around other people, especially my mom and my friends. I think it has been a lot easier for me to live in this world than it was before, and I'm much more happier that I'm alive than I was before.